Good Friday morning. It is February 28th, 2025. Last day of February. 2 months of the year behind us. 10 months ago. Hopefully you're sticking to your New Year's goals, resolutions, and things of that nature. If you ever want to know more about that and how you could stick to it, hit me up. You can find me at findyourproductivity.com or on the Facebook at Find Your Productivity, or, just reach out to me on Loudoun Weather Facebook page. Anyway, hey, here we are. It's Friday. It's a little chillier today, but not super cold. It's just kind of breezy, making it feel kind of chilly this morning. But it's going to be a beautiful sunny day. It's just breezy conditions that are going to kind of dominate our forecast on and off through the next week. We'll have milder days and then some cooler days. And I'm still watching next weekend for some potential mischief. I'll show you the European to show you why. I think in general we're going to just be barely too warm for it to snow, but we'll have to see. Anyway, so we get the warmer day tomorrow, but still breezy conditions, so it's not going to feel super warm. But we'll be up in the 50s, so it'll be nice. And then this front comes through, and heavy winds, strong winds. It's going to feel cold on Sunday. Highs in the 30s with wind chills in the 20s. Another winter day ahead. And then we go into next week. We start off kind of chilly during the start of the week, but not too cold. I mean, we're getting warmer as the days are getting longer. The temperatures aren't as cold as they used to be. So it'll be very seasonable in the 50s, and then probably getting into the 60s as we get into midweek. This is the front we're watching here for the first chance of maybe some thunderstorms. This is a very strong low pressure. A lot of strong southerly winds. So we're going to warm up pretty significantly. I mean, there's a possibility if we can get into the right warm area, we could see some 70-degree temperatures, but I think because of the clouds, maybe not. This is a powerhouse storm. There's going to be a huge blizzard up here in the upper plains, so something wild there. And then this is a serious, severe threat along the southeast. This is going to be a tornado and thunderstorm outbreak. Thunderstorms could make it here into Virginia. Question is whether they make it into Loudoun County. I don't know. If they do, they could be strong and severe. We'll have to watch. This is next week. There's a really strong pressure gradient. It looks like even a little mesolow forming along this front on the GFS model here. We're just going to have to see. We need the rain. Oh, we need the rain. So hopefully we get the rain out of this. A lot of wind is coming with this storm. So windy, but not cold. Windy, and then it will get colder as the cold air kind of catches back up with the storm. That makes quite a bit of cold. This could be a really seriously chilly day, Thursday, Friday next week. I think we're showing in the 40s, so it's not super cold. But nighttime lows may be a lot colder. But we already see a return flow already happening. This is typical spring, right? You get cold for one day and warm right back up. These things are progressive in the pattern, and this is flooding us with warmer air to an extent. But maybe just cold enough. I mean, it just depends on how these things interact. There's a troughiness going here. Some cold air up to the north, but this low here does not do us favors if we were looking for any more snow possibly this year. It may be just cold enough for some mixture. I'm not sure if this brings in the cold air in time, but will this low even get close to us? GFS it says no, it's gone, and it's going to the southeast. Very typical pattern. That does look like a little bit of rain snow mix, but that's way out there on the 10th. After the 10th, I think here comes spring. I mean, it's going to get warm. We'll see 70s probably. And then maybe some more thunderstorms. We'll just have to see. Another strong low pressure into the middle part of the country and a lot of wind. But we will definitely be warming up as this time period comes around. So I think after the 10th, you can say spring is officially here. I'd say we're almost there. We just have this next week to kind of get through with some interesting weather. So let's look at the European real quick. Now, what we're going to see here on the European is very similar. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of the details. I mean, there's colder air moving in here. We know that it's going to warm up some next week, and then a strong low pressure system comes towards us. Maybe some thunderstorms, you see that, potentially severe. And it yanks down cold air, and then we have this follow-up low pressure system. And you can see it here on this one, it gets enough moisture up into the region to cause some wintry madness here. Depending on how close it gets to the coast. Here's the deal. The upper levels are not super cold, so we're not going to see a pure snow type of event. If this does happen, it'll be kind of a mixy, messy, sleety, rainy, maybe some snow, cold, just raw kind of conditions. Could it get a little bit colder? Possibly, though. But a 1,008 high to the north is just not strong. The cold is just not as good, and honestly, the cold in the upper atmosphere is just not very cold. It's so marginal. I mean, the mountains, sure, you can see snow over there. Here, maybe just a very cold rain with maybe some sleet and stuff mixed in at times. And then another cold drop, as I mentioned. And then after that, yeah, just like the GFS, we warm up. So I just wanted to mention that because it could be at least a cold, rainy, or maybe a little bit of mixy, sleety weekend, but it would probably be too warm for any accumulations or anything to not worry about. Watch. I mean, it could get colder. I doubt it. If anything, it'll probably get warmer. But anyway, that's just something to watch. I think after that, boom, spring is here. We're going to see those temperatures pump up, pollen counts pump up. I'll start giving some pollen outlooks on the outlooks if you go off Facebook weather. No, I'm sorry. Loudoun WX on Facebook. Anyway, have an awesome Friday, awesome weekend. Enjoy this last day of February. Get ready for a windy start to March. I mean, it comes in with like a lion, right? So we'll have to see how it pans out. Have a great one.